and I'm a descendant of Kwame Nkrumah, if you've heard that name. Yeah.
Say again?
Kwame Nkrumah.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Simple Chats with Nate. I'm Nate, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and also watch all the way to the end. If you like the video, please click that like button, and if you didn't like the video, you are also welcome to do that. But however, you kindly being asked to click off to another video if you feel like that's what you want to do. If you don't like the video, just watch another one. Anyway, share the video, and do your best to watch all the way up until the end. We have a very interesting guest here today. This is my friend Dominic. Dominic, you can say hi to the people from...
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. And Dominic is all the way from...
The Republic of Ghana.
The Republic of Ghana. All right, and we're going to be sharing a nice little conversation here. So please join in. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Leave a comment below at any point in the video. Pause, ask questions. We might have Dominic on here again, right?
Surely.
And we can follow up. All right. Dominic says he's quite. You say you're quite not nervous, but you said that you're a little. Cautious of me because you don't know the questions.
Not cautious, but
Not
curious because I want to know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Before we get into all the other questions, why don't you just tell the people who you are, where you come from, what you do? Okay.
Right. Well, my name is Dominic Winston Kaku, and like I said earlier, I'm from the Republic of Ghana. The pride of the West African, and the first country in Africa to gain independence. And I'm a descendant of Kwame Nkrumah, if you've heard that name.
Say again?
Kwame Nkrumah.
Kwame Nkrumah. You were a descendant of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is he so important?
I'll tell you much about that later.
Okay.
All right. I'm currently based in China.
Yeah.
And I teach economics. I teach advanced placement economics at the high school affiliated to the Roman University of China.
Yeah.
And
high school
I'm
economics.
a proudly married man.
Proudly married man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He is. I keep saying, my wife and I keep talking about you guys. It's like, oh, you're really so cute. Newlyweds, everything is just so wonderful, and life is all rosy. No, it's good. It's good.
Sure,
Enjoy, man. Soon the days will come. No, it's
enjoying your youth.
No. No, it's still good. It's still very good.
Yeah.
It's
I can see that.
Nice.
I can see.
Nice honeymoon phase. All right, so let's start off with the following. Right, you're from Ghana.
Yeah.
First of all, you're a descendant from who? You said you're gonna get. I want to know now. Who's this guy?
Kwame Nkrumah, one of the
Kwame Nkrumah.
Pan-Africans.
Uh-huh.
He's the first president of Ghana. And
You're a descendant of the first president of Ghana?
in fact, we say he's the one who led the team to gain independence for Ghana.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, we have royalty. That is super interesting. Wait, so wait, are you secretly wealthy or anything like?
No. Well, it's being wealthy is relative, yeah. So.
Oh.
Well, I'm okay.
You're okay. Oh no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. All right. So you're descendant of this guy. What was it like growing up in Ghana for you?
I grew up in a coastal area.
Yeah. Where in Ghana are you from?
The West African part of Ghana. The western part of Ghana.
Yeah. What is the name of the province? Maybe someone will know you.
Western region.
Western region.
Western region, and in Elembele district. And I come from Ampin, a very nice town in the area.
Yeah. Do you belong to some type of tribe? I'm assuming because you.
I am an Nziman.
Oh, wow.
Nzima, the tribe of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
The tribe of Dr. Kwame
Yeah.
Nkrumah. Oh, you're so proud, man.
Yeah, I'm so proud.
Yeah. Like who? I don't even know my history. Like I
Oh.
can't even say like I'm descendant of the first. I'm the descendant of Nelson Mandela. Like I can't. Yeah. Anyway, you grew up.
Yeah, so I grew up in
the
this
West.
area, and I grew up being someone who was the timid type. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
very timid growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got to the high school and I got exposed.
Yeah.
Exposed in the sense that I had to handle some leadership role at high school,
Yeah.
and that is when I began to come out of my shell.
Did you go to like a private school,
No, I went to a government school
government school?
at the basic level, and I also went to a government high school.
Yeah. And what was that? What was it like growing up in Ghana? You know.
Ghana is a beautiful place to grow up. I grew up in the rainforest zone of Ghana, where we had a lot of forests around us. So having the feel of nature, you have the sea, where you
Yeah.
can walk along the beach. You go to the farm with your family, and you learn a lot from nature, even as you work in the
Yeah.
farm. So that experience gave me a lot of lessons, which were not only restricted to farming, but application in normal life.
Yeah.
So it shaped me well in my life growing up because of the lessons I learned from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the religious part, I grew up to have my mom and my dad being Christians, but my dad was a Seventh-day Adventist. My mom was a Methodist.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So along the line, my mom joined. She joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Yeah.
And this
Oh,
is
that's
how
great.
come I became a Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my dad would go to church with me on Saturday. My mom would go to church with me on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was very young,
Yeah.
but I realized that I had much joy, and I learned a lot at the Seventh-day Adventist side.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
even
So you're saying that your a lot of what is significant about your life in the past has to do with the church
yes,
that you grew up in, which
Yes.
was the Seventh Adventist
yes,
Church.
a lot,
Okay. Yeah.
a lot. I learned a lot from the Seventh-day Adventist
Okay.
Church. So at a point in time, even before I got to the junior high school, before I got to the junior high school, I made a choice that I will no longer go to church on Sunday. I will be only going to church on Saturday.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
man. Wow.
And
Uh-huh.
surprisingly, I went to the high school and I was chosen as the president of the Seventh-day Adventist students.
Of course, because you're a descendant of a president.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
from that time, I went to. In fact, I was one of the best performing students in the high school when we wrote the West African Certificate Examination.
You say humbly.
Yeah.
You say that very humbly.
Very humbly. I was one of the best performing students.
students.
Yeah. And I won a scholarship to study outside.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, something happened and I couldn't go.
Yeah.
So I had to do my bachelor's degree in Ghana.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's not unfortunate. I mean, Ghana is not a
well,
terrible
say,
country
let me say,
to live in.
fortunately or unfortunately,
Yeah. Fortunately, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
because I don't know. But it was all good because I know the benefit that came out of it. That's
Yeah.
why I met my wife.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. We're
university.
gonna get into that. All right. What's your fondest memories of growing up in your mom's house? What comes to mind when you think back about like the best times?
The love.
The love.
The love I felt my mom, my parents had for me.
Yeah.
My dad was the type that he wanted me to study,
Yeah.
go to church.
Yeah.
Every Saturday he will wake you up early.
Yeah.
So he was kind of a bit straight on me and always wanted me to perform well in school. But my mom was the type that she was always pampering me, buying me stuff. She would travel
Yeah.
and buy me stuff, and I felt so much happy around them.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So
And
just the love at home. Do you have any other siblings?
I have 2 elder sisters.
2 elder siblings.
And
Oh,
I had a
are
younger.
you the youngest?
I
sorry,
had
you
a
was-
younger brother,
You had.
but when I
yeah.
was in grade 3. He was in grade 1.
Yeah.
We went to school one day. He fell sick and he collapsed. And by the time they got to the hospital, he was off.
Oh,
Yeah, so
bro.
I lost my brother at that tender age when I was in grade 3.
Yeah.
So I eventually became the last born.
Sorry about that, by the way. Yeah. Long time ago now.
Yeah, a long time
Yeah.
ago. So we've been able to overcome that.
Yeah. Yeah. But now you're the baby.
Yeah, now I'm
I'm
there.
sure you probably.
And the
your
only
parents-
male.
The only male.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone's probably overprotective of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very special to the family.
Of course, man. Of course. Yeah. When you think about a type of food that your mom used to make, what comes to mind? Like immediately, 3, 2, 1.
Spinach with maize with beans and rice. I really like that.
Spinach, maize
with beans.
with beans. That was your. Is that like a famous dish in Ghana?
It's not very famous, but she made it often for me because I was a vegetarian right from childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
she gave me that. I
Yeah.
grew up and I was allergic to fish,
Oh.
so I couldn't. The moment it touches my mouth, I'll throw up.
Oh goodness.
so-
So weak, man.
Yeah, so right from that age, I became a vegetarian till I
Mhm.
grew up.
Yeah. Strong vegetarian. Now.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't always look this strong. Like
I look very strong.
You
I look
strong now.
Yeah, I look very strong, but you don't judge a book by its cover, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, man.
Very tiny but strong.
Yeah. What was your mom like?
My mom, in terms of
Because you're telling me about your dad being very loving, and your dad.
no, I
wanting
mean my
you to
mom
study.
was very loving. My dad was kind of straight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. My dad would make sure that you study your books. You have to perform well in school.
Dad used to.
He cared much about my results.
You don't look like the type of guy who would ever get like a beating from
No,
your
no,
parents.
no, not
Never.
yeah.
Hey.
But he will give you that stern look that you know that he's trying to communicate you, trying to tell
That
you.
worked
yeah.
for you, just a
Yeah,
stern
yes. He would just
That's
look
it.
at me and I knew what
Yeah.
he was communicating.
Yeah, I need to learn that. Look,
Yeah.
look at my son.
He wouldn't touch you, but he would just look at you
Yeah.
and you know what he's trying to communicate, that you
Yeah.
should stop what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I should also learn this look
Yeah.
for my son. I just want to give him a.
And he never mentioned my name when he was calling me.
What did he call you?
Yeah.
Ah,
Then I also respond by the same sound. Yeah.
really?
So anytime I'm far away and I hear that sound, I know my dad is calling me. Then
Yeah.
I will also respond.
So wait. So, from childhood,
Yeah.
does he do that
Yeah.
even today?
Well, it's been a long time. It's because most of the time we are speaking on phone, so
Yeah.
we can't do that on phone. Yeah.
Oh, the phone you
But
call.
when I
it,
was like
I
a child,
can't
yeah.
even whistle.
Then I also respond,
That means you're coming.
yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah. Is it only your family does this?
Only my dad.
Only your dad.
Yeah.
And he only does it with
With
you.
me, yeah.
Oh,
And
the,
no
the
one
girls.
else. Yeah.
What does he do?
No,
No.
they're normal names. Yeah.
Yeah, they're normal names.
Yeah.
But you're a whistle. You're
Yeah.
right.
That's why I said I'm special.
Yeah.
And he kind of liked me because he was into soccer
Mm.
and he was very good. In fact, he at a point in time he was the captain of the Ghana under 17 team, national
Oh.
team. So he has the talent.
The national team.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he couldn't progress
Yeah.
because of at a point in time they were supposed to pay some money to travel outside to play, but
Yeah.
he couldn't do that, and he had to drop off.
Uh,
And I kind of possess few of his skills.
yeah.
So right at the basic school, anytime we were doing inter-school competition and I began to score goals,
yeah.
he would be so happy seeing me scoring goals, and people would be, oh, that's this man's son.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when they say this man's son, everybody, oh, then he should be good because
Uh-huh.
that's his dad. Yeah. So when it comes to that, he introduced me to soccer. So I fell in love with soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm still able to do some few skills.
Yeah. You should be careful
Yeah.
with that
That's
soccer.
true.
We know people.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We don't want to mention names.
No. By the way, just on a side note though, we were at Shane's house last night.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
He is not far away from here.
Yeah, he's not far
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And like I saw the guy. What did you do to the man? Like,
Yeah. That hairstyle. He's been disturbing me. And I said, let me give him a downcast that it will take time for him
Yeah.
to. He's serious on me. Let's go. I do it, and 2 weeks I have to do it. 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I said, let me make it say that it may take a month or two.
Yeah. Bro, you did him dirty with that one. Like, I was looking at his hair. I was like, oh.
But it will grow.
It will grow.
Yeah, it will grow.
I mean, like, what's hair?
It will grow, yeah.
If not the pride of the man.
And
like
when I was doing that, I told you that I'm giving you the worst haircut. So I told him.
Yeah. Okay.
But he didn't believe.
Oh, you warned him that was deliberate.
I told him that.
It was deliberate.
It was deliberate. Because I'm the one who has been giving him a haircut, and it's been good.
Yeah.
But I told him this time around, I'm giving you the worst haircut.
Yeah. But you have to sort him out. If I want to go to Ghana, right? What things should I be like wary of? Should I be wary of going to Ghana? Ghana is just the safest place on earth. I'd be totally fine if I want to go live there.
It's one of the
there's actually been a trend of Westerners buying property in Ghana and living there.
Yeah,
but apparently they pushing up the market prices of the houses because of
that's true. Ghana is ranked as one of the peaceful countries in Africa and even in the world.
Yeah.
Ghana has not had a civil war, and it's a nice place to live. That's how we say it's the pride of the West.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And the black star of Africa.
Yeah. I mean, everyone is just super proud, like, and chill, right? Super chill. Like, I don't know, and I don't. So Dominic number the fake one,
yeah.
The fake one, yeah. Right. Because he's also from there.
Yeah, he's also from, yeah.
Like
we are kind of brothers.
We
live in the same vicinity. So I knew him before we met in Beijing.
Yeah. All right. What languages are spoken?
Same as my Nzima.
Nzima.
Yeah.
Oh, Nzima. Is that like nationally?
We have
spoken?
Majority of Ghanaians. Nzima is a sub-language of Akan. Akan is the biggest ethnic group in Ghana, and we are part of that Akan tribe.
Yeah.
And they have, I think, 3 or 4 languages which are very similar.
Yeah. Your wife is also part of the Akan tribe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't go outside of the tribe.
No, you can.
You can.
In the Akan tribe, we have subgroups. She is not in my group, but
yeah. I see.
She doesn't speak my language, but
how do you guys communicate?
But there is a common Akan language that we call it Tree, that almost everyone in Ghana can speak it. Yeah, called Tree.
Oh, that's super interesting. So then you guys speak that dialect.
Everyone in Ghana should be able to speak Tree.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not a true Ghanaian.
Yeah. And even if you're not fluent, you should be able to say a few things.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I've had a good time learning a little bit about Ghana.
Yeah. Ghana is, if you want to go to West Africa, go to Ghana first.
I want to go there.
Yeah.
I want to go there now. There's a lot of places I want to visit.
Yeah.
I just have others on the top of my list, but Ghana, I'll definitely go there. Especially when I talk to you.
Yeah.
And how prideful you
Ghana
are.
is a nice place. You will love it when you go there. I don't want to say much.
Yeah.
That will look like I'm bragging about Ghana, but you will know it when you get there.
Yeah. It's just the vibe, everything.
You will like it.
Anyway, man. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about your current situation here, right?
Okay.
You're teaching economics in China.
Yeah.
How did you get into economics? Did it start at school, or like how did this all come about?
So before I got to the high school, I told myself I had heard much about this church member of mine who was in the high school. He always come home and he speaks much about economics.
Yeah.
And some of the things he said I got interested in that.
Yeah.
So even before I would go to the high school, I said I want to be an economist.
Yeah.
I told myself. So at the high school, economics was one of my elective subjects.
Yeah.
And I happened to be, by God's grace, one of the best scoring students.
Of course. No, we know that.
So when I got that, I was able to I was able to gain admission in the university studying economics because I got a very grade in that, in economics. And I've been studying economics for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I always want to teach it.
Yeah.
I become
man.
happy when I teach people and they understand.
About economics.
Yes. You can let me teach, don't give me salary.
Yeah.
If students understand, it gives me joy. So it's like a passion.
Wow, man.
Just today, a student of mine to ask me, she's a very good student but has missed lessons because she's preparing her college applications.
Yeah.
And she asked me to teach her, and I spent a lot of time teaching her.
Yeah.
Her alone in class.
Yeah.
So at the end of the class, she asked me, "Say, why do you like? You are so kind. Why do you like teaching economics?"
Yeah.
And I said, "I find joy when I teach you and you understand."
Yeah.
I said, "That's so nice."
Yeah, so the fascination started when you were young.
Yes.
Before high school,
Yeah,
you said?
before high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before high school.
And then, like, your subjects in high school, was it so economics?
Economics, yeah.
And what?
Economics and elective maths.
Uh-huh.
And I did government, that's politics.
Uh-huh.
And I also did we call one Bible related studies, Christian religious studies. Yeah.
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 Bible related studies. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
At a government school.
At a government school, yeah.
Oh, super impressed.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go raise my children in Ghana.
Study the Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
Yeah.
We write exam questions on it.
Well, you probably had a different perspective than most people, knowing where you grow up. But anyway, so yeah, you got into this economics. If you were to, so how did you come to teach economics in China?
I came to China not to teach.
Yeah.
When I was doing my master's degree at Ghana,
Yeah.
because it was in economics, and China is one of the fastest. In fact,
Growing.
we call it economic miracle. China had an economic miracle because they were able to grow in a fee period, which has never happened in the world. So we call it economic miracle. So my professors were always making reference to the Chinese economy, the Chinese economy. So I got so much interested, and I told myself that if a country that was 140 years ago was a poor country, was able to get to this point within 40 years, there must be something special I should learn about them.
Yeah.
So I told myself I want to pay much attention to learning about Chinese economy and how China grew. So I applied for a master's program.
Yeah.
Even when I was on a master's degree in Ghana, I had finished my coursework, left with the research, and I got the scholarship to come to China.
Wow.
So when I came, my program was about learning about the Chinese economy.
Yeah.
And China's economic relationship with great, powerful countries of the world. So I got much knowledge about how China grew, how China was able to lift people 800 million out of poverty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this thing got me fascinated. And at the end of the period, my study period, I told myself that there is still a lot I need to do in China that I have not done. In fact, coming here was a challenge because it was a tough decision to make to come here.
Yeah.
It was tough because at the point when I was supposed to come here, I had also been appointed as the president of the Advanced Students in Ghana.
Yeah.
A national position.
Yeah. A national position.
Yeah, so I was supposed to work with the church in terms of
You're really some sort of princeling.
So I was supposed to work with the church, and this came up. We have done a handing over ceremony at an annual congress.
Yeah.
And we have started work. We've drawn our plan for the year. So I sat with some pastors at Ghana, and they advised me, they are chaplains, they advised me that I may be better in serving the church when I go to study. The exposure I will get may make me a more better person for the church than I am now.
Yeah.
So I decided to take the challenge and go. And the process was so easy, so I felt that it was God leading.
Yeah.
Because I was praying about it, that if it is not the will of God, I should stay and continue with the work they've given me.
Yeah.
But God made a way that I was able to come to China. So I knew there was a purpose for me coming to China.
Yeah. So you finished your degree,
yeah,
and then
I feel that I must have impact on lives of people in China.
in China. Then you stayed. Yeah, you fell in love with China.
I fell in love with the Chinese
Yeah.
economy, and I feel that there is much work to be done in China in terms of Christianity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good to have a mission like that, but also to have the actual joy of teaching this
Yeah,
economics.
I
Man.
love
Wow.
teaching.
I wish I felt the same way you
I
did
love
about
teaching.
about my job.
In fact, I don't see it as a burden. I see it as something I do
Oh wow.
as a passion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So right after graduation, I got a job.
Uh-huh.
That was also high school, but I was supposed to teach oral English.
Yeah.
But they were forcing me to work on Saturday. I told them I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
So I left.
Yeah.
And on my way back, I got a call at the train station that they've arranged me for an interview. I had 2 weeks on my visa to expire to leave China.
Yeah. Wow.
And this call came and I didn't even know that I had applied for that college. They said it's a college in Shanghai.
Yeah.
So they arranged for an interview. On the interview day I forgot because I don't remember applying for that job.
Yeah.
So on the interview date, they called me that the dean of academics is on the Zoom meeting waiting for me to appear for the interview.
Yeah.
And I quickly joined. I was wearing a cap. And he saw me and said, "Young man, are you ready for the interview? Can you take off your cap?"
Yeah.
And I took it off and he said, "We have assessed your CV and everything and we think you are good for the job. So we are giving you the offer. Expect the offer in 5 days' time." That was the interview.
Oh man. That's it.
That's it.
Got the
And
job.
I got a job that I was not going to work on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that was a college. I was
See, this
supposed
is a very good thing. You're principled in that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to compromise my values here for a little bit of extra money or
Of
for
course.
me to stay somewhere because this is who I am. I'm not going to be
because
changing this.
the degree I have before I got it, I never took exam on Saturday.
Yeah.
I fought with, not fought like giving blows, but I had a struggle with professors because
Yeah.
they faced exam on Sabbath and I didn't write.
Yeah.
But eventually they gave me another opportunity to write and I graduated. How much more work? Yeah, so it's something
I just think it's the Lord always like working for your good. Like you think, oh, it's just sometimes it's just by coincidence that some things happen. I think the Lord sort you out.
Of
man.
course, it's the loss. It's the lost work.
What's the most fascinating thing about economics to you? Right. So I don't know if I told you this, but I did economics for 3 years in high school. Those who know me or those who were studying with me, they will know I absolutely hated economics.
Wow. That's one of the interesting subjects you can study.
I really hated it. I had economics, I had business studies, and then I had geography. It was a weird like geography with these business or business related subjects. Geography. I really hated business studies. I hated economics, but I liked my economics teacher, Mr. David. I don't know if he's still alive though, or but I loved Mr. David. The way he was a good storyteller. I like the way he spoke and I like his voice, right? But I just never could. I don't know, because I wasn't too in love with the idea of being in economics class and doing economics. But we moved from one suburb to another, and so there was just this one course available for me. I could only choose this one path, and that was it for me. So yeah, I had this economics. The one thing I hated about economics was all the theoretical knowledge that they teach you about. I can't even remember like all the things there, but
The theories.
and then your examinations, and this is the worst. The examinations consisted of you writing whole essays, essay type questions.
That was the high school, right?
High school, yeah, essay type. Like, man, I couldn't even remember. I tell you, some days I would try and like study, and then I would go to.
Did you like maths?
Maths? Yeah, it was okay.
Because economics at the university is full of mathematics. It's all about mathematics.
Yeah. No, but like they just literally just spoke about the economy and how it
Yeah,
works.
that's at
and
the
so
high school level. Yeah.
I hated it. I really hated it. And then they want to know what's an open economy and a closed economy, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not even interested in it. But by the way, in grade 12, I actually found a way to study for those essay type questions.
Okay.
I started I started creating these acronyms,
Okay.
right? So closed economy, open economy, and then I don't know, something that would be COPS, cops. And then I kind of know, like, okay, these are gonna be my headings.
Okay.
For C, pips, and and this is
Yeah,
kind of how I started.
That's good. That's
And
good.
so
It's a good way of learning.
yeah. So I kind of started passing the subject, but not too well.
Okay.
But just to get by. But I really,
get your
really
grace.
hated it. If you think about the most interesting about economics for you, what would that be?
I feel happy when I'm able to devise a way of solving an economic problem. For instance, there is inflation in China. Prices of goods and services are high.
Yeah.
How do we get it down?
Yeah.
How do we get it down?
How do we get it down? I'm your student. Tell me.
All right. So,
Wait. South Africa.
mhm.
40% unemployment rate in young people.
Yeah.
Inflation sky high. Pricing of houses. And
Unemployment is high, inflation is high.
yeah.
That is as a result of aggregate supply.
Yeah.
There is always an inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment. Whenever inflation is increasing, unemployment should decrease. Whenever unemployment is increasing, inflation should decrease. But there is always a direct relation. They move in the same direction.
Yeah.
High or low when there is a change in aggregate supply of the country. That is the output level of the country.
Yeah.
That means companies are not producing more. Production level is low. And when production level is low, it creates shortage.
Yeah.
So it shoots the price up, demand pull inflation.
Yeah.
And when production level is low, when companies are not producing more, they are not employing more people.
Yeah.
So less employed.
Yeah.
So unemployment is also high. So to tackle that, the government should focus on increasing the aggregate supply level of a country. For instance, by giving subsidies to companies so that they can employ more, reduce their cost of production, and employ more people. And when they have low cost of production,
where will the government get the money from?
From the taxes.
But like they're already taxing us to oblivion in South Africa.
Of course. So it is about the strategy.
Bro, my tax was what 30%.
So
in South Africa, and I was what? Why?
So there are so many ways of using the taxes.
Yeah.
And if the government is not using the tax well,
they're not. They're definitely
it
not.
It has a negative impact on the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it has a negative impact on the economy.
So basically, you're saying like there's nothing we can do. The government is corrupt.
So, of course,
there's nothing.
I'm not saying they are corrupt because I don't have.
No, you can say that.
I don't have evidence on that.
I need to be permission.
I need to be diplomatic.
Go. If you want to study an interesting economy, study South Africa.
South Africa, okay.
You're gonna love. Just look at the past.
I have to go to South Africa.
Look at the past. Look at how the country's been handled in the last 20 years or so.
South Africa is part of African giant in terms of economy.
Yeah. But man, I don't know how that country has been sustaining itself, because, bro, I tell you, it's bad. It's really bad. But now, okay, so companies need to employ. But what about encouraging the populace to start businesses, like small businesses?
To stop small businesses.
To start.
Yeah.
So for instance, like encourage more people. Don't tell them like go study and get a degree and whatnot. Encourage more people to start their own business. Like find something that they enjoy. Tell people, hey, listen, we're gonna start a school about business, how to start your own business, and how to actually run a successful business. We will have these workshops here and there over the weekend, and then teach them actually how to do that. So, for instance, there are people who are great bakers. Like, teach them how to turn that into a business.
Yeah.
There are people who can weld and who can build and all of that. They don't have the credentials for it, but they're really good at it,
Yeah.
right? So why can't we just do that in the economy?
Of course, that's one aspect.
Especially when the government is so corrupt.
That's
Like
why,
they can't help us.
this thing, it becomes difficult to deal with people, to deal with such situation when the people in the country
Yeah.
are all corrupt.
Yeah.
Not all corrupt, but majority of the people, stakeholders are corrupt.
Yeah.
If government is supposed to put an initiative in place such that people will be able to have startup businesses,
Yeah.
the monies will pass through somewhere. It will not go to the right people. So corruption is one biggest problem of Africa's economy. It's a big thing.
That's a problem all across the continent.
Giving people basic jobs, making people self-employed,
Yeah.
is also one of the best way to go.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
All the people cannot go into trading, buying and selling.
Yeah.
We need people to produce. Production is very important.
Yeah.
So you need to start from somewhere. TVET, technical vocational education.
But why can't we teach people to produce their own?
Yeah, so
whatever?
it starts from somewhere. If you really want the economy to grow, you should have educated producers, not just people producing, but people who have gone through the education. They've been taught how to do it. Yeah, so you give them the training, and you make loan accessibility very easy for them. Less interest rate. They will be encouraged to go for more loan. Investment level of the country will increase.
Yeah.
And when investment is increasing, they will also be able to employ more people.
Yeah.
So
You can tear down my theory quickly, right? So I have a theory.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah.
I have lots of theories, but
Yeah.
like I'm no expert in any of this.
But what you said is just one aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
A lot
you
more,
just
yeah.
don't get it,
A lot more, because there is always a negative side of anything you do if you don't control it very well. For instance, if you ask government to give money to people, you are eventually increasing money supply in the country.
Yeah.
And an increase in money supply, when production level is not increasing, will lead to inflation.
Yeah.
So every single action you take in economics
Yeah.
has trickling down effects if
Yeah.
well not checked.
Yeah. Well, what country has the best economy right now?
The best economy in terms of GDP. When you talk about economy, measurement of economy, we
Gross
look
domestic
GDP.
product. I know what
Yes.
GDP is, man.
Yeah.
'Cause
We have United States as the largest economy of the world, followed by China,
Yeah.
Germany, Japan. Yeah.
Oh, like that just came off the top of your head. Like I'm always.
So
up
you
to
are
date on these
in
things
one of the best economies of the world, the second largest economy of the world.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
And
awesome.
you feel the positive impact, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
see how
you can. Yeah.
life is very easy.
Yeah. It's a lot different than
Yeah.
from back home.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say easy, but
Yeah, not
different
easy,
in
but the systems are working.
the systems are working.
systems are working.
That's true. That's true.
And we can also have that back home. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just hated the theoretical part of economics, but I like the way you explain things. But maybe it's because my brain is bigger now. I don't know.
I feel that talking to you about economics, I feel
Yeah.
that it's just a perception you are having, but you can be very good in it.
What?
Yeah.
You think I can? I can
Maybe when you clear that conception,
Yeah.
you may be very good in it. Very good in it.
Yeah. Maybe I become an economics teacher one
Yes.
day.
Yes.
But I think everyone should do their due diligence and get a little bit clued
Education
up
in economics.
Economics.
I've always been saying this, and there is this thing that is coming up. We call it kidinomics, where they brought economics to very low level. How
Yeah.
to manage small money you give to your kids, that children can even learn about money management.
Yeah.
We call
Children
it
should.
Yes.
But we're not being taught that in schools.
Of course. It should.
So
I feel economics should be made a core subject that
Yeah.
it should be like mathematics and
Yeah.
science.
It starts simple.
Yeah.
Start simple.
The
okay.
basic level of it.
Yeah. Teach us about taxes. Teach us about business. Teach us about how the world really works.
As I sit here, I know how very important tax is to every government.
Yeah.
So if you started from the basic level,
Mm.
as a country, you will not have difficulty in convincing people to pay tax because
Yeah.
they were taught right from their
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah. Trying to evade this tax system. it's probably not a good way to go.
Be a good citizen.
Always pay your taxes.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how high they are. You know, one thing I hate though, like there are people, I actually hate this for some reason. Once you get into a certain tax bracket in South Africa, your tax can be from anywhere between 5% all the way to what I think 50-60%.
Oh, very high.
How is that even possible?
Very high.
For
That
you to be
means-
taxed 50, you make 100,000.
And you are taxed more than 50%.
You only get
of
you,
it
you get 50,000 now. How does that motivate me to go
to
to
get
work?
more money.
Right?
That's very huge. That means the South Africa practices progressive tax.
Bro, yeah, that's
So the
it
more you
sounds-
earn, the more you pay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what's happening.
But there's a good aspect of it, though.
No. There's no good.
The good aspect of it is that it reduces the gap between the poor and the rich in the country.
No.
It's
How?
progressive tax is one of the measures used to close the gap between the rich and the poor. You tax the rich more, tax the poor less.
No. I
So
don't. No.
You are taking more.
But how does that motivate the rich to keep producing? Because they are the ones who are basically not running the, but their taxes are what's keeping the country together at this point. So let's say a rich person decides, oh, I don't like this. I have the money. I'm going to move to Croatia where the
Yeah.
taxes are, or
Yeah,
wherever I
so,
want to go.
so from the description we are giving, it's very outrageous. It's
Yeah.
very high. And
Yeah.
let me give an example. In China practices progressive tax system.
Yeah.
But do you feel it's very high?
It's not that high.
Yes. So
Yeah,
that
it's
means
fine.
that means the percentage they are giving
Mhm.
in South Africa is very high.
Yeah.
China is practicing progressive tax system. The more you earn, the more you pay.
Yeah.
But we feel that it's not high.
Yeah.
And when you even pay a higher tax and you feel the positive impact,
Yeah.
you are motivated
Yeah.
to do
So
it.
when I see the streets are like they're working fine,
Just say the
there's-
systems are
yes,
working.
Exactly. when I can go on a train and make like public transportation systems, and I can, you know, but the streets are clean. I can go to a park or whatever. It's safe. There's no violence, no crime. And when I see this works, and you're like, that's fine.
You don't even think about the tax you're paying.
Tax is fine. It's fine.
So that's how our government should make
Yeah.
us feel.
Yeah.
They should make us feel that the
Yeah.
tax we are paying
They're
is-
actually putting it to good
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
That's the issue. How can one be wise in today's economy? I feel like that's such a loaded question.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the context in which
Yeah.
you find yourself.
Yeah.
But I've always been telling people that we live in a world where technology is being attached to almost everything.
Yeah.
I have a student who wants to go and study finance in order
Yeah.
to earn more money. He wants to
Yeah.
study finance.
Uh-huh.
I advise him go into financial technology.
Yeah. See,
That's
I didn't even know that field exists.
it exists.
Financial technology.
You go and study accounting, you will not be useful because now you don't even need to be an accountant to
Yeah.
do a balance sheet. The computers will do it for you.
Yeah.
So you build yourself in the line of how the world is going.
Yeah.
You want to be a driver.
Yeah.
If you were a DD driver or an Uber driver or taxi
Yeah.
driver, you must be technologically abreast because you use the gadget.
Yeah.
Teacher, you must be able to use gadget to teach.
So basically, adapt to the times.
The times.
See where everything
Yes,
is going.
yes. So if you're doing
and then
investments,
make wise choices according
exactly.
to that.
If you're doing investment in business, if you're going to save, think about these things.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So there are certain things we used to do previously in old time economy that we may not
Null
work
and void.
now,
We
yeah.
have computers that's running that
Yeah.
on automatic.
Yeah.
Jobs aren't even needed anymore.
So
Yeah.
I like to be in the field of education, and because of that, I want to study educational technology as my PhD.
As your PhD,
Just to
educational technology.
Technology, yeah,
And see, that's another field I didn't know existed.
it exists.
That's whew, man. feel like they make these things up every year. They decide what can I name this course? Oh, this let's just call this psychological technology.
They sit in the comfort of their office and just give us
psychological technology, astrological no, they just having fun with it, having a go with us. Anyway, okay, so let's turn this conversation a little bit more lighthearted. Okay. I see you getting tired. I see you want to sleep.
No,
this is your nap time.
I'm enjoying the conversation, especially if it's about economics.
Yeah, there you can speak about economics all day. I can get into arguments with you about this economics, and I don't want to, because this could take up the whole podcast.
I don't think you win an argument with me. When it comes to that.
Yeah, I'll think.
We may agree.
Yeah,
but I will make sure you agree with me.
So let's turn this conversation a little bit more lighthearted. You're a married man.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm gonna try and then keep this one a little quick, because this is kind of how I want to end it. I want to feel the love here.
Sure.
All right. Okay.
Ready for that?
Okay. So your wife is here tonight.
Mm-hmm. She's here.
She's here.
Yeah.
She's sitting right over there.
She wants to be with me wherever I go.
Well, it's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It sounds like you're complaining. I don't like that. So, how long have you and your wife, Deborah, been married?
We've been married for close to 5 months. We are very young into it.
5 months. Yeah, that's why Sinead and I said, you feel so cute, man. Everything that you guys do.
Very young into
Right now, you just can't get enough of each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good part of it is that I got married to my friend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was my friend.
She was your friend?
Long-time friend.
Okay. Okay. How long have you guys known each other?
We've known each other for, I think, 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
You waited 9 years to...
Yeah, because we started at a point where we never thought that we could even...
See, this is the thing about studying.
No, we're not studying.
No. You were finishing your studies first, and then you're like, we just have to wait because I need to make money first. And
no, this is what happened. We were very close friends, just ordinary friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were friends for 9 years. Not for 9 years,
not
right?
for 9 years, but for years.
For years. Okay.
The thought of relationship never came to mind.
Is that true, Deborah?
So I got married to my friend.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, okay. So you were in the friend zone for a while.
So at a point in time, friends were saying, you guys, I think...
Yeah, you're so cute.
That's when even the thought came to our mind that, let's consider this. I think it can work.
Give me the short story of what happened. How did you guys meet? Who asked who out? I mean, you should probably know my story by now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, my wife asked me out. I am one of those special ones.
Oh, I see. I see.
Anyway,
she didn't hear that.
That's okay. It's okay. Like, she didn't have to hear.
All right. I was a leader of the campus fellowship. I was part of the leaders. So this is
where your friendship started,
yeah,
right?
that's where
at the campus.
At the campus, okay. Yeah. She had come to first year, and we were, as an old student, were organizing socialization trip for the new church members to be able to mingle with the old students.
Yeah. The
continuing students. And at the excursion, we realized that the first years of the new students were in one group, the continuing students were in one group. So one of our leaders said, we want you to mingle together because this is a socialization trip.
Yeah.
And when he said that, she happened to be the next person standing closer to me. So when I turned, I said, oh, you're my new friend. And that's all.
That's it.
That's when our friendship began. So I saw her for about 1 month time. I saw her again. I said, oh, the last time we met at the excursion, I didn't see you again.
Okay, so where did you meet in Ghana?
In Ghana.
Full circle, the story came. Okay, so then from that moment you met until you guys realized that this should be more than just a friendship, how long did that take?
I think 4 years or so, yeah.
4 years for you guys to realize, we should be this should actually be husband and wife.
Yeah.
This should be boyfriend and girlfriend.
And that was the time I had graduated from school.
How did this happen though? How did you ask
I
her out?
I felt that at a point in time, if I don't hear from her one day, I don't feel good.
Oh. And
So-
then you knew, you were like, yeah, no, this is.
She also wanted to hear from me every day. I even go for like.
And you guys didn't realize that these are romantic
We
feelings.
didn't know. We thought it's just good friends.
Yeah, you're just really good friends.
Yeah,
like-
good friends. Good friends.
Yeah.
And at a point in time, I had to. I was even on an evangelism. We went
Yeah.
on missions.
Oh,
One day, I picked my phone
yeah.
and I felt shy. I was a shy
Yeah.
person.
And you're like,
And growing up, I said I will marry my first girlfriend.
yeah,
I sent her a text message that
yeah,
this is what I'm thinking.
yeah.
I think we can graduate this friendship to another level
Over a text.
over a text, because I
Yeah.
felt shy to face her to say it.
Of course. Yeah.
Not knowing before I said it, she was also expecting
Mm-hmm.
that I would say something and I have not been saying it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So at a point in time, she came to me and said, I have 3 guys at church who have asked me out,
Yeah.
and I don't know which one to go for.
She told you
She
that.
told me, could you please help me in prayer?
Crushed.
Could you please help me in prayer? And I became sad that day. I went home very sad.
After you sent the message?
No, that was before I sent the
before you
message.
said, okay.
So that's when I thought that no, if I'm not quick, somebody will.
Someone's gonna
Take
snatch.
over, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I gathered the courage to send her the text message, and I left WhatsApp for 3 days because I was shy. I was afraid of the outcome, the reply. So for 3 days I was off WhatsApp.
Yeah.
One Sunday morning, I picked my phone, went on WhatsApp, and I saw a positive answer. I jumped in the room,
Yeah.
and I was so happy, just like how Newton celebrated when he discovered his theory.
Yeah.
I was so happy. So that's when it
Bro.
began. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So she sent positive.
And 1 year into our relationship,
Uh-huh.
I had to come to China.
Ah,
Yeah. So long distance
Oh.
relationship.
goodness.
But we were determined that we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say it can work, but it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah, it's very tough.
But you know,
Yeah.
you should know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm happy you guys made it. So 5 months ago, you guys got married. That
Mhm.
was in August
Yeah.
of this year.
Yeah.
I remember I was there
Yeah, you were
for
there.
like part of it because I know we flew into Beijing the night before.
And I
your
really
wedding.
wanted you to be there, so I was happy when I saw you.
No,
there.
we had to like. It's like yes, it's Dominic and the board. We have to go. We have to because like we were super tired.
Yeah, I know.
We-
You told me you just landed and you had to come. Yeah.
Yeah, but we were happy that we could be there.
Yeah,
It was
you,
beautiful.
you were in the pictures. You were
Yeah,
part of the-
yeah.
part
we
of
took
the
a few
memory, yeah.
pictures. But yeah, no. So, did you propose to her?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. How did that come about? How did you propose to her?
I think this long distance relationship had gone on
Yeah.
for some time.
Yeah.
So at a point in time, I felt that we can't be being in relationship for a long time without graduating to another level.
Yeah.
So we need to consider something like that.
Yeah.
And
Wait, but at this point in time, she was still in Ghana.
in Ghana, she was
Uh-huh.
working, teaching at a high school,
Uh-huh.
and I was also working in Shanghai.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we were worried about the fact that we were separated from each other.
Yeah.
So how do we go about it? Because there was
It's not
COVID
good.
lockdown, I couldn't move to Ghana.
Yeah.
How do we go about it? So I
Yeah.
devised a strategy that I'll make sure you come to China to study. I had applied for a scholarship for her in US. She got fully funded program.
Wow.
She got China's own, one of the best scholarship in China.
Wow.
They paid for your flight ticket, everything to come.
Wow.
She was supposed to choose one. A lot of people advise her, go to US. US is better than China.
Yeah.
But she wanted to be in China because that's where
her
yeah.
future husband
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
So she came here and we had to arrange for that.
Nice, man. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then you proposed to her in
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I think when she came to China, it took 1 month for me to see her.
Yeah.
because she
And
had,
then you were like, "Phew."
we're in the same country and we still cannot see each other.
Yeah.
She really wanted to meet me because she's been in China for 1 month and not see me. But because of visa issue, had to
Yeah.
get her visa residence permit done.
Yeah.
So it was a joy when after 4 years we met at the train station. So that's when
Yeah.
it happened.
Oh man, you
You-
cried and everything.
It was, in fact, we even have a video of that. When we met for the first time.
You have a video? I want to see
we
the
have a
video.
of that, and we made a video. It said, "Along that 4 years, 4 years."
I want to see the video.
And she said, "It's always been on phone.
Yeah.
Now I can touch your skin." And
Yeah. Oh man,
it was a joy seeing her again.
beautiful man.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. And then you went down on one knee
yeah.
a month after meeting her.
Mm-hmm.
And did you have to ask her parents and everything?
Our parents knew each other,
Uh,
as in they knew us.
so you didn't have to ask for permission.
No,
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
you know, it's a custom. Like in our families, we have to ask permission from the parent. I didn't ask for permission from my.
as in a permission that you want to marry their daughter.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Oh, you said you. Oh, I thought you said.
No,
you didn't
I
have
thought
to.
permission to propose to her. I thought that was what
Yeah.
you were talking. No,
Yeah.
but I had to call my dad, my mom,
Yeah.
my uncle. They
Yeah.
traveled to her family house
Yeah.
to officially present to them that our son has an intention of marrying
Yeah.
your daughter.
Yeah.
So they said, "Oh, if that is the case," they spoke to her. This is what Dominic's family has come to say. Should we accept that? And and she said yes, because she was also ready for that.
Whoa.
So they fixed the date and they had to go and do. We call that knocking right.
Yeah.
So the knocking right was done, and the marriage ceremony had to take place. So they did the traditional marriage ceremony in Ghana. We joined them online,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, we did the wedding in China.
Wow, man.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't so difficult because both families knew
Mhm.
our relationship even
Yeah.
before.
There's no like dowry or anything that you guys need to pay.
I paid dowry.
Whew.
Yeah, I paid
Was it-
dowry,
was
but
it-
in
was
monetary
it-
terms.
Monetary
Yeah,
terms. Huh?
yeah, in
Was
monetary.
it expensive? Was it
We usually call it a token,
a token?
something small,
Yeah.
to show appreciation to the family that
Yeah.
you thank them for raising such a daughter for you to marry.
Yeah.
So it wasn't something huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
for us as Adventists, in the traditional way, you have to add some alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
But for us as Adventists, it
Didn't
was
even have to do
scrap
that.
off. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Yeah. Man, I didn't ask for any permission. I didn't.
you just
like-
went ahead. Maybe because they
I
accepted
feel
it.
bad about it, to be honest with you.
No,
but
no. No. You know, some people even do not do their marriage.
Yeah.
They just start life. That's all.
Yeah.
But for you, you did it. Just that you didn't go to see the family. But I'm
So-
sure you went to see them after, right?
So let me tell you what. Let me tell you what happened. So, I was planning on proposing. It was my first year working. I was planning on proposing to Shanae. We always talked about, like, we were together since we were 16 years old, right? And we were like, we looked at how people were behaving, young people. Like, their life was about drinking and going out and partying and enjoying whatever is going on under the sun. We weren't about that life. We were Christians. We gave our hearts to the Lord, and we were serious about life. We wanted to start our life together. But now we were young, 23 years old. No one took us seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think my own parents, are, 23-year-old kids. Why are they getting married?
Oh, that was. You were very young.
Yeah, we were 23 years
Yeah.
old, brother. But I knew what I wanted.
Yeah, of
She
course.
knew.
Of
We
course.
always talked.
Of course. You
We
were
talked
matured, but
Yeah,
you were matured.
yeah,
Matured persons, but in terms of age, even 23 is not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, for me, we didn't want
You
to.
had your job, right?
I had my job and then yeah. So I asked. I didn't ask her. My mom and dad, they knew, right? But I didn't ask. I deliberately didn't ask my future in-laws for permission. to marry.
Deliberately.
deliberately.
Underlined.
Because I had the idea in my mind that they would say no if I asked. I kind of feel bad because we went to this garden. I proposed to Shanae. We went to my mom's place, and both of us
That was in South Africa, right?
in South Africa, yeah. Both of us, we were like really nervous to go to her parents' house because, like, we knew now this is gonna be a shock, right?
Even for us, the family knew us, but that approach was difficult.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
young boy, and you're talking about
Yeah, getting
Yeah,
married. Yeah,
yeah.
was-
it took her. We prayed over it before she was able to tell her mom that you need to
man.
gather courage for that. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
But then we went to the house same day,
Mm-hmm.
and then Shanae was like, "Oh, we got married. We got married. Sorry, She was like, we got engaged." And the shock
Oh,
on my in-laws' faces said everything to me.
so how did you tackle that?
So we were like, "Yeah, we're so excited," and I think they kind of had to be like in the moment as well. Like
Mhm.
there was like silence for a good 5 seconds, right? And then they were like, "Oh, congratulations!" They gave us hugs and everything.
I'm
You
sure
didn't
were,
say
you
anything.
were feeling hot that moment.
You didn't say anything. Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
they eventually congratulated her.
They
Right?
congratulated us,
Yeah.
but they also they organized another meeting.
Of course.
How long was that after we told them we got engaged? How long was it until your mom and dad arranged a meeting with us, explaining their dissatisfaction with with us not or with me not?
Including them from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about a week after the engagement, about a week or two. Yeah, it took them. Yeah, it was about 2 weeks, bro.
Mm.
2 weeks, and they sat us down, and they were like, we didn't like the way you did things,
Mm-hmm.
because traditionally you should ask
Yeah,
permission from
yeah.
the parents. I apologized,
Of
and
course. The best way to go.
well, here we are today, and I think we have a great relationship
course,
now.
of course. So going into that, we also had a thought that if we present it to them and they kick against it,
Yeah,
we'll try to convince them, we'll pray about it.
yeah,
But if they still say no,
yeah,
we are adults. We know what is good for us.
yeah,
They are not going to choose someone for us.
yeah.
We will still talk to the church leadership and
Yeah.
we'll do it.
We will still do
Yeah.
it.
That was our
Oh,
thought,
goodness.
that even if they don't accept it,
Yeah,
we will not be disrespectful to them. We'll still try to convince them,
yeah.
send them
But you made up your mind.
Yeah, but we made up our mind that we're going into marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
nothing that could have stopped
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you guys got married in China. You said you signed the papers first, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys had like just the ceremony here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, must have been some type of experience for you guys, because in China, two foreigners can't get married
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, so
Anymore.
Even before her coming to China,
Yeah.
I had contacted the embassy. I've read much about it, and
Yeah.
I knew it's
Okay. So you guys overcame all of those things.
yeah.
That's awesome, man. What does the future hold for Dominic and Mrs. Kaku?
A very beautiful family,
A very
godly family,
Yeah.
and not forgetting the fact that
Mhm.
I want to run my own business. We want to have our own business as a family.
Yeah.
But I will still not stop teaching,
Still not stop
Yeah.
teaching. Yeah, that's important.
because it's something I do for passion.
Yeah.
But I want to make money.
Yeah, you want to make money.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to be making money being an employee
this
of
is-
somewhere. Right?
This
Yeah.
is This is
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. And any babies?
Of course,
When
We have plans for
when
that.
will they come?
when God blesses us.
That's such a cop out
for the
answer.
time being, she's a student, so
Yeah.
and she has something to. She has a difficult task ahead of her in terms of her data collection. It's going to take
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so we've taken all that into consideration, and
Yeah.
we want to, when we have crossed that
Yeah.
bridge, I think everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop
She
studying,
wants
man.
twins.
Twins.
Yeah.
Twins. 2 boys. Doesn't matter.
it two
Doesn't
boys?
matter. It doesn't matter.
For her, it matters for her.
Oh, it matters for okay. One girl, one boy. Okay. All right, man. And in terms of staying here in the east,
Mm-hmm.
like you're still gonna be here for a while.
For now, the plan is to stay here for some time,
Yeah.
because I have a lot of plans that have not been fulfilled in China.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I mentioned
Uh-huh.
I feel that I should have a lot of impact in China in terms of adventising.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I feel that I've not even done half of that. So
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
And apart from that, we have a lot of business ideas,
Yeah.
and we can do them very well when we are living in China.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that we've set up those things.
Yeah.
For now, there is no any thought. For me, it has always been that even if I leave China,
Mhm.
I may return to China,
Yeah.
because I can do business very well in China.
Yeah. You have to teach me, man.
I want to
to
go
do-
and get an American passport or a Canadian passport and come back to China.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. Oh man. Anything you want to say to your family back home?
I love you, my family, and I know that when you see this video, you'll be smiling, you'll be laughing.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have you as my family, my friends.
Yeah.
The support you give me, the support you give my family, my little family.
Uh-huh.
We are so much grateful unto that, and we cherish that. And I will also say that please subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. And they must smash all the buttons down.
Of course, the bell, right?
Ring the bell.
Yeah, yeah, very necessary.
Yeah. If only if they liked it. Like, if they don't
Even
like
if you don't like it, for my sake, do it.
Yeah, but we want people to watch who like watching this type of thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, man, it was really great having you on.
I enjoyed the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed spending some time with you here. It's been a long time in the works. I've asked you since even before, like we were planning on doing this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Before it was the first episode even aired, and yeah, eventually you came.
Yeah.
Hope this is not the last time.
I'll be happy to come again.
Yeah, next time we can get into the economics. I'll
course.
prepare more
Of course.
economics.
Good.
Economics,
Let's talk about that. People will
questions.
enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
definitely.
It bothers everyone.
Yeah, I want to have you on, and then I want to have Sister Anise on again.
Okay. Okay.
And I want to ask you guys the same questions.
Great.
And
Great.
see how you answer.
Sure.
Yeah, because you guys have all been indoctrinated by the system, and I want to. No, I'm joking.
Indoctrinated.
No. I'm just joking.
Of course, I tell my students that I bath economics, I drink economics, I eat economics.
Yeah.
Everything I do is about economics.
Man,
I love
really.
the subject, and I think everybody should love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Like, you don't feel like you're working. You're just enjoying your life. Yeah, that's great, man. Me, I feel work. I feel work so hard. No, let's stop it. Dominic, it was really, really lovely having you on, man. I
Thank you so
enjoyed having
much.
you here. Thank you for coming all the way out
Thank
here.
you so much for giving me this privilege to speak
With
to your
the-
audience.
Yeah. Yeah, my 5 people watching. They but yeah, it was. I found our conversation really interesting, man. And yeah, all the best with your future endeavors.
Thank you.
The
thank you.
children, the business,
And I'm into that.
everything, everything else in between.
Sure.
Yeah, and yeah.
I
take
wish
care.
I wish you same.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And I admire your lovely family.
Thanks, man. I only wish for you to.
Like I said,
Good.
you always have to coach us. Be our coach, the young ones, the
All
up
right.
and coming ones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you are my elder, so no. Well, Dominic, that's a wrap, man.